Hi, my name is Nura Atika Beta Adenan. My matric number is A21A2968. For the introduction, the title of this book is How I Met Myself, and the author is David Hill. And the genre of this book is English novel, fiction, of horror. Book of How I Met Myself. It has 65 pages, and that tell an interesting storyline. The publisher of this book is Cambridge University Press, 1 December 21. We choose this book because it is overwhelmingly outstanding, a good story book with a plot twist, and the language absolutely simple. Setting. The story take place in Hungary, mostly in Budapest, the place where John office, John and Andrea apartment, Zoff bar at. Although I'm not sure when this story take place, I guess that it's around 1999 when this book was first published, because there aren't any fancy smartphone in the story, but it's not very deep. For the main idea, a journey of a man that meets his double, a doppelganger, trying to understand the message brought by his doppelganger. For the body part, the main character, How I Met Myself, is John Taylor. Is an Englishman that works in Budapest, Hungary, as a programmer. Next, Andrea Taylor is John's wife, as a teacher Hungarian. They have a daughter who is Katie Taylor, John and Andrea baby daughter. Zoe is a man who has a bar in Budapest, and Janus Zabo is a John double. He is Hungarian man who died in the 1956 revolutions. For supporting detail, he noted down in the street by a man who is his double, a doppelganger, and for inference, they are obsessed to find out the truth until it's mess up the relationship with the people around them.
Hi, I am Priyadarshini Selvam. My metric number is A21A3036. I am here to continue explain about plot of the story. John Taylor, working in Hungary as a computer programmer. He married to Andrea and has a daughter named Katie. On January 18, John was on his way from work. Then he is knocked down in the street by a man who is doppelganger. Doppelganger means double of him that nobody can see. Then the situation was bother of him so much. Then John did not want to tell Andrea about the strange meeting. Every night since then he had the same dream. Sometimes he was running out of the flat, and sometimes it was him being knocked over. And every evening since then, when he was on his way home, he waited outside the flat of him himself, and then he spent some time at Zisol's bar. Because John was not home every evening, Andrea thought he was cheating on her. One day after he drank so much, Andrea was still awake and very unhappy, and then John decided to tell her what was happened. After that, John Taylor begins his quest to find out the truth. And then John did some research in old papers to see if anything happened on January 18. He found out a young mother and a child were killed by a bomb at the place where the bar was. John met an old lady called Mrs. Fisher, and she told him that the story was true, that she knew Janus Zabo. John thinks that he sees this Janus on the 18th of January. Almost a year later, he finds out the Zazabo is a Hungarian for Taylor. So Janus Zabo means John Taylor. He calls back to Mrs. Fisher, and she tells him that Janus' wife's name is Andrea and their kid is called Katie. Janus is born on 23rd of October, just like John. And then John embarks on a life-changing journey. John was fueled by questions that push him to the brink. The conclusion. What do I think about the book? This is a story about doppelganger full of mystery and suspense which triggers my curiosity. And then moral of the story. Moral of the story is must be determined to achieve what we want and also must love family. Next, will I recommend the book? Yes, definitely I will recommend the book because there is much suspense and it's very interesting. Thank you.